Today we're talking about clutter. When it comes to Feng Shui, they recommend against clutter because they believe that anything that takes up a lot of space that's unused for a period of 3 years can catch stagnant energy and therefore reflect this energy into your waking life.
Welcome back to Stop, Look, and Listen with Samantha.
I'm definitely guilty of buying things with certain qualities. So let's say I had a fancy for an army fatigue print. Now, every time I go to the store and I see something with an army print, I think, ooh, I need to have that. And then when you come home and take a look at all the things that you have with that print, it can be excessive. Or growing up, I was told that it's always better to have not one, not two, but 3 of something, because if it ever breaks or if something happens, then you have a backup. So I also kind of took this principle with me. If we have an excess of clutter, or things that we're not using, or multiples of an item, it creates less space. Therefore, we think we need a storage unit or something to put more of our stuff. There's this other thing where your mind takes a specific instance and it kind of frightens you into, oh no, that could happen again. So let's say at one point you had an item that you felt you weren't using, you gave it to Goodwill, and then 3 months later, you found out that you needed it. And even though you held on to it for 5 years before and never needed it, how could it happen that you needed it now? So that just reinforces that behavior of holding on to things that you might need one day, just in case items. How about broken items? I have this snowman decoration that has a broken arm, and I've told myself for about 8 years that I'm gonna fix that arm. I have the arm, I have the snowman, I have the glue gun, but have I done it yet? No. Another thing I'm guilty of doing sometimes is taking a to-do project and making it visible. Like, so I'll put it on the counter and I'll think, I'm gonna get to that later. And really all it does every time I see it is just remind me that I haven't done it yet. And it's kind of a negative reminder. So in Feng Shui, they actually recommend that you don't keep those projects visible and that you pull them out when you're ready to work on them and keep them tucked away in the meantime. It may seem super overwhelming to try to tackle everything at once, but what you can do is just start small. Let's say you took one shelf and you cleared it off and you just kind of looked back and celebrated that shelf and felt good about it. That may prompt you to do another shelf. Having someone else to give you a second opinion and question your initial thought of if you really need that may help you let go. I believe in you.